Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have my How to Kill a Kit with Style, the wrap-up for July, and I got about 6 layouts completed, so I definitely didn't kill this kit, but I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll show you the layouts that I did complete. So this was a full like 700 pieces page kit, and I added papers to it, so I knew there was no way I was going to actually make it through and kill the entire thing, because I also knew that this month was crazy busy, and so next month is a little busy too. So even though I've made a kit, I know I'm not even going to kill that one for next month, which you'll see in my next video. So this was the kit. It was the Farmer's Market kit, and so I've just put together here. The top part here is all of the scraps that I have left. Most of these were 12 by 12 papers when they started, and I have a couple of them that are just actual scraps now, that I had pulled in to this. That was the cut apart sheet. That was one of the cut aparts. This floral paper, which was my favorite, I think that's all I actually have left of it. And then this was another one from the actual page kit itself. And then these are all the other scraps. So let me just grab them all so you can see the cut apart. I did use a couple of those. That's the rest of it. All the labels, I cut those and used those on a couple of layouts. I didn't use this scrap at all, so it is still full size. Same with this. I didn't end up using this for anything. I did cut this apart, and I used a couple of these. I cut out a few of the cupcakes. I also used some of the tags on this one, as well as I cut out some of this to back a cut file. This paper I did not end up using at all. This one here as well, I cut out some of the numbers and used those. And so those are all the scraps, and then everything left here is all 12 by 12 papers that I either added or are from the actual page kit. So this was one that I added. This was from the page kit. I love this paper too, but I did not get a chance to use it. Same with this one, was from the actual kit itself, the Farmer's Market kit. Here's another one from the kit. I had intentions to use the black and cream papers, but I did not end up using any of them, I don't think. I like this floral as well, but didn't get a chance to use it. So all the ones that are from the actual kit I'm putting over here. So this one was also from the kit. This is one that I added. This is another one that I added. This is from the page kit. I added this specialty paper, as well as this one. I think this is also one I added, and then I think the rest of these are ones that I added, so I did not end up using any of these. And then just a piece of cardstock. So those are all the papers that I have left. So like I said, this was a big kit, and yeah, I knew I was going to have a lot left over. So those are the papers. And then for the main embellishments and things that I pulled, I'll just go through and show you what I have of those. Obviously there's a ton left because I only made the 6 layouts. These chipboard, I think I used a couple of the florals, but other than that, I really didn't use any of the other pieces. And because these are all coming out, I think I'm just going to get rid of the actual chipboard and put these in a bag, because they're all on both these collections. They're all coming out. This one here as well, I used a couple of the pieces, but there's still quite a bit left, so they'll just go back in my stash. Now the page kit came with this sticker sheet and then this alpha sticker sheet. I did use this for one, but didn't get to use any of the other ones on this sticker sheet. And then the ephemera type sticker sheet I did use quite a bit. Didn't use the bikes or some of the words. So there's a few pieces left, but I did make a dent. I used a lot of the florals. I only have a couple left, so I'm pretty happy with that. These sticker sheets that came from the Simple Stories collections, I did use quite a few of these ones. Not quite a few, but a couple. Plenty left, but I did use some of the cameras. This one here as well, I used some of the florals. This one had a couple already off of the sticker sheet. I think I used one of these as well. So not a ton used off of this one. I did use this title, I believe, for one, or this alpha for one, and some of the word stickers, but that's it. So plenty left on this one as well. For the chipboard that I threw in here, I ended up not using any of the chipboard, or actually I did. I used this one, I think, and that was it. If I had gotten more layouts done, I probably would have pulled this in more, but I did not. So that is what I have left. Like I said, tons left. I don't think I'm going to carry this forward. I will probably put this back in my stash. It was fun to play with, but I am going to play with something different next month. So I will probably just put this back in my stash, and I'll show you real quick the layouts that I created. So I created 6, like I said, in total with this kit. This first one, most of the papers actually were not in the kit, but the embellishments were. This is where I pulled out some of the chipboard and ephemera and sticker pieces from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, but the papers themselves, I actually had this as a page kit that I had intended to use prior and didn't get a chance, so I just pulled it out and created this layout. This one was using, I think this was just one that I did for, yeah, this was a SPIEGELMOM Scraps because I was showcasing the sequins and using them on titles to dress them up, because I stamped that title. So there is one. This one is using all items that I put in my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So it's all of the papers, and I created this cascade of hearts, and this was definitely for off the board because I had a pin that had these sort of a hanging pom-pom kind of wall art, and so this was my inspiration. That was my inspiration for this one. And there's videos for, I think, all of these layouts on my channel, so you can see the process videos for all of them. Next up, I have this one here, which was also for off the board. I think my inspiration was like a sort of like a boho type inspired bedroom, which made me think of all the texture with the doilies and then the stenciling in the background. This is where I used those alphas, and then lots of some of the papers, but then lots of ephemera pieces from some sticker sheets and from the sticker sheets that were in my kit. So just a fun layout with some mixed media in the background. Again, there is a process video for that. Next up, I have this one, which was for Confessions of a Paper Addict. I used this cut file and then made it look like actual real wood. And then this was one of the pattern papers in my kit. There was none of this one left, and so I used it on this page. All the ephemera pieces all came from the sticker sheets and chipboard sheets from my kit. So yeah, all of this, except for the white cardstock, came from my kit. So this one has a video, like I said, for Confessions of a Paper Addict, so I do really like this one. I also combined it with off the board, so there was an inspiration piece that went with this. Next up, I have this page here, which is using that floral paper that I absolutely loved, and then this was also for off the board, and I created this fun painted piece of pattern paper that I created here. I ended up cutting it, or it was really busy when it was all done, so I just used bits and pieces of it. And then all the ephemera pieces are all, again, from the sticker sheets and chipboard sheets from my kit. So I love this one. I love how it turned out, mostly because I love that paper. Here is another one. This was for Confessions of a Paper Addict. I used the free cut file, and everything on here is using papers, I think, except for the 2 background papers, but like all of the ephemera and the scraps all came from papers from the kit, but I pulled these 2 background sheets from my stash. And so this one was documenting the Pikachu balloon, stamped out my title, and yeah, used all different pieces from that kit. There is a video for this one, and I don't think this was inspired by an off the board. I think I just created this one for my design team, but not for an off the board. Now, these last 3, those were the 6 that I created with my kit. These last 3 were just ones that I created. They all have videos as well, but I don't think any of them actually have anything from my kit. This one was for off the board. I had a mod style picture, and so I created this background and then created this fun layout. All of this was just scrap paper. And then I pulled some ephemera, added some sequins, and it just created this really fun layout. This one here was for Confessions of a Paper Addict with the fun fish cut files. Added lots of sequins to dress up the fish for the scales. Created a fun mixed media background, which I need to add some glue because it's having a hard time sticking to the background, and created that one. And then lastly, I have this one for SPIEGELMOM Scraps, which was using Pink Fresh washi that I die cut, and then a whole rainbow of sequins. So again, all of these have videos on my channel, but I threw these last 3 in here because I figured I would show you the rest of what I created this month. So not bad. That's 9 layouts for the month, and I knew that this month was going to be super busy, so I think that's pretty good for a really busy July. So with that, guys, I'm going to call this one done. I will have my next How to Kill a Kit video up in a day or 2, and so you can come back and check that out, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.